One thing that is under consideration is tweaking the rules for returning from COVID for players that are vaccinated that are asymptomatic. The Browns have only one unvaccinated player on their roster. Ian Rapoport is the one that's been out reporting this as the NFL owners are meeting to potentially tweak those COVID-19 protocol.
There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of options. Could go to extensive protocols like the league did last year with virtual meetings and masks and the entire plan basically from last December that got them through the end of the season, got them through the playoffs. Part of the other thing, Tom, is many of the players who have tested positive are fully vaccinated, asymptomatic, and what do you do with those issues? What does that mean? And that's certainly some of the discussions that are going on here to try to figure out where the league is with these protocols that were developed without a vaccine. Now there is a vaccine and a lot of the players are asymptomatic, so what do you do with that? I think we're going to get, as Judy mentioned, some more news over the next day or so, but certainly does feel like a very important time for the league as far as its handling of COVID.
And you know, the vaccinated asymptomatic is kind of important because the reason that you get vaccinated is to lessen the effects if you catch the virus.
Yeah, I can't, I'm not going to sit on here and be a medical expert of any kind. I mean, I am vaccinated myself, and I have not yet gotten the booster, but I plan on doing so. But yeah, I mean, I think that's exactly what the vaccine was for. The vaccine was to mitigate the risk, to mitigate the effects, to mitigate the transmission. And I think that at times, the Delta variant certainly is one that is, able to be transferable. And it's probably, one that is probably more contagious than the original variant of the coronavirus. But again, I don't know. I'm going off of what the medical experts say and what the CDC and all that good stuff, that what they're saying. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Obviously, I guess in my opinion, if you're asymptomatic and you're vaccinated and you've been responsible in that way to kind of, protect yourself and others by getting the vaccine. I don't know that you should necessarily be punished if you're not feeling well, or if you're feeling good and the virus is in you somewhere somehow. I don't know. There's zero evidence of on-field transmission. I know that. So maybe there's a point where, hey, they might not be able to meet in the building for meetings all the time, but they can end up playing on Sunday. I have no idea. No idea how it will go. We'll see how it goes going forward.
Yeah, there's no handbook for this. They're going to come to some agreement with Players Association and the owners.